Hi, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
So, what's your good name, please?
I am Uma Maheshwari.
Okay. Where are you from?
I am from Guntur.
Okay, fine. So, have you recently got offer letters from two companies like TCS and GKK, right?
Yes.
The, okay. Then, which one you would like to join? Which company?
I would like to join in GGK.
Okay. Then, may I know what is the entry process in the GKK company?
Yes. Actually, in GGK Tech, we have a lot many rounds.
Okay.
Like first, in the first round, they have conducted a written test based on aptitude and logical reasoning,
Okay.
and then they conducted the technical round,
Okay.
which we wrote. We have written the coding
Okay.
for various C programs and logical based questions in a C program.
Okay.
And then they have conducted another technical round that also includes writing the C programs. But
Okay.
this level may be somewhat critical. And
Okay.
then they conducted the technical interview
Mm-hmm.
in which they asked about various technologies and logical based questions in that technologies, and
Okay.
also they have conducted the HR round,
Mm-hmm.
which formally have some logical based questions and some body language and all these testing questions.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's all they conducted and they offered me.
Okay, that's cool. Then what type of questions you faced in technical round?
In technical round, that means we have written the C programs in the
Okay.
technical round.
What type of C
In that
programs?
technical,
Can you explain?
they mostly asked about logical based technical questions in C,
Okay.
like patterns and strings.
Okay.
They didn't touch about data structures. They asked only about the logic
Okay.
behind the program.
Yeah, okay, fine. So you mean to say you have to write the logic only. You don't need to write an entire
Yes.
program, right? That's it. Okay.
They don't need to compile the program. Just
Oh,
they need to write
on the
the
paper,
logic.
on the paper only, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then what about any technical entry questions after completion of logical programming round?
Yes, we have attended the technical interview. In
Okay.
that technical interview, they asked about latest technologies and they asked about some project detailed questions
Okay.
like who have done this project and how many members in that project. And also, they are asked some logical based in that technology. Like I have said that I have a touch in Java and Python.
Okay.
They are asked some mm, logical based questions in Java, like what are the differences between abstract class and interface,
Okay.
and what is the difference between a class and object, and
Okay.
all these things.
Okay. So have you faced any string related questions? String related entry questions? String.
Yes, I have written the code for string related questions in technical round,
Okay. Okay. Fine.
so that they're selected.
Okay. Okay. So so, and what type of questions are asked other than programming, like any OS related, operating system related, or network related? Have you faced any type of questions?
They asked about, they didn't ask it about network related questions. They
Okay.
asked about the AI. Firstly, they asked, do you know AI? Then I
Okay.
said, oh, okay, I know AI because we have read in R16 syllabus.
Okay. So, you,
Our regulation is R16,
yeah.
so we have read that subject. So I said yes. Then he asked about some logical questions in AI, like problem solving in AI. Like water jet problem, and then man and animal and man problems, and all
Okay.
these things they have asked.
Mhm. So, what type of a project you have done in mini project? Which domain?
I have done in Python.
Oh,
I used Python in my project, and
oh,
the project is about WhatsApp chat analyzer, in which
okay.
it includes that sentiment analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they asked the questions related that sentiment analysis and that project,
Okay.
and also they have asked my participation regarding actually participants and participation.
Okay.
We have two participants in our project.
Mm-hmm.
So the main lead is me, and I replied them that.
Okay. So, have they asked for any Python related libraries, any advanced concepts, or only basic level stuff?
Yes, they have asked the basics regarding the Python,
Okay. So,
like
okay.
what is a string and what is and all these questions, basic questions they asked.
Okay, fine. So, how many members included in your project?
Two members.
Two members. Okay. So, exactly what is your role while developing your project?
In our project, we don't have any backend or front end. I developed the logic behind the sentiment analysis, and
Oh,
my friend written all the syntax and running the program.
okay. So, have you used any front-end technologies in your project, or have you any knowledge on
We
front-end
don't
technology?
have any front end technologies.
Okay,
We don't use any front end technologies.
okay. Any technical interview, has they tried to ask any front-end technology related interview questions like HTML, CSS, JavaScript related interview questions?
They just asked you, are you aware of that front end technologies? I said yes. I
Okay.
knew HTML, CSS, and JavaScript.
Okay. So, have you used any server in your project, like Tomcat, WebLogic, any server?
No,
Okay.
we are offline. We are running the offline project,
Oh,
so that's why we don't need any servers.
yeah, that's correct. Okay, we don't need to any server if it is offline project. Okay, and any database related entry questions asked? Any database like SQL, any queries? Oh, okay, fine. Then after completion of technical round, and how much time it takes to complete your technical round? What is the duration?
Half an hour, at least half an hour we took.
Okay. So how many panels are seated in your interview room? One or two? How many members have taken
I
interview?
think two people have asked me the questions.
Oh, okay, that's great. Okay. So after completion of technical, then what is the next process?
Next, we went for MR.
Okay, manager round. So in manager round, what type of questions you faced? The same about project or some other different questions?
They asked both in project and about myself.
Okay. So, has they asked about what's your responsibility in your current project? They asked like that, right? So then, any other technical entry questions asked in manager room, apart from project?
Apart from project, MR didn't ask any questions.
Okay.
Like they just asked me, tell me about yourself. That's
Oh,
it.
okay. So what about any HR round after completion of manager round?
Yes, they have conducted a HR round.
Okay.
In that HR round, they asked about my self introduction, and then they asked about the family background,
Okay.
and then they asked about will you sign for the bond
Okay.
uh, if I give you immediately,
Mm.
and then they asked about my place where
Okay.
I'm located,
Okay.
and then they asked about our salary expectations.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Fine. So. in the next 5 years, where would you want to see? Where do you want to see in the next 5 years?
Um, in next 5 years, I want to be a proficient in any of the technologies, and I want to be a team leader
Okay.
within 5 years.
Okay.
And also, it's somewhat difficult, but I want to be the project manager within 5 years.
Okay, that's cool. Then, where, which location you feel very better place for IT industry? Either it is Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai.
Actually, this is pandemic, so I prefer Hyderabad because it's very close to Guntur.
Okay, okay, that's cool. So, okay, thank you, Mamesri, for your valuable information for our YouTube viewers. Okay, and once again, we will meet in the future if it is possible. Okay, and once again, thank you for sharing your valuable information for our YouTube viewers. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.